Well, Shemai everybody. I bet you've forgotten who I am. It's been such a long time since I did a crafting video and I just hope I remember to do it. But I thought, I'm just trying to get things a little bit more square on my desk. I thought I would share this momentous occasion with you because I'm finally sort of getting to grips with getting myself sorted for my December daily. Last year was a little bit of a wimp out, to be honest. I started off well. I treated myself to the lovely Vicky Boutin album. First time I've ever treated myself to a 6x8, especially for Christmas. And I did a pretty rubbish job. Look, I started off well at the page, front page. I did about my reason for doing it. I found last year really hard because I lost my mum last February. And I found Christmas quite hard. And I thought, no, go on, give it a go. But I really struggled. So I had lovely photos of my little dog. And as you can see, I started off well, Christmas jumper day, the dog again. When we made wreaths in school. So there were some pages I was really sort of pleased with. Breakfast with Santa Day. And I've sort of talked about how difficult I found it. We went on holidays. Some lovely photos of us on holidays. And then it sort of all, well, the wheels fell off really. I had nice ones of the dog there. And that was it. How pathetic. So I might go back and finish it. I'm not sure. Or I might just add these pages to a completed one and just pretend it had never happened and I'll use the album again. But I felt a bit more inspired this year. And what I really like doing is using papers and decorating a plain book. So look what I've done. So this is a 6x8 album I've had from Stampin' Up. So they are literally like a craft colour and a different colour on the end piece. All the ones I've done so far have been like this. So I think I'm just looking for excuses. My heart just wasn't in it last year. So I have used, excuse me, singing nativity songs in school. So that's why my voice is a bit croaky. I have used last year's hip kit, a Christmas hip kit one, which I bought in their sale. I think it was this year. And so I had it at a really reduced price. And I love the pink and blue of it. So I used one of their journaling cards. And I've done my front cover. And I've also got papers inside. This is what like a little interactive page I can fit tags in. And instead of using Polly Pockets, not Polly Pockets, you know, page protectors, I've actually used my pages directly into the ring album. The ring binder, sorry. I did say I was out of practice. Now these ones came with the Vicky Boutin album last year. I never know whether it's Vicky Boutin. So if I'm saying it incorrectly, I'm very sorry, Vicky. I doubt she's watching my video, so I think I'll be safe. This is one of the December calendars. So at least with this, I can use it this year. So I've left these in here because I thought they might come in handy. I love ledger paper. Some of them might be a little bit too dark for what I want. I love this one. So I've kept these in and I'll just sort of put those where I want them. And I've made this page here. And this was a very old hip kit. What do you call them? Like Project Life card. And I've made these little tags. So I thought then I could put like things that are set in stone that I've got to do. Or plans on there. There we go. And I think that was difficult about last year was because I didn't really have many plans. Because I didn't really want to make a big thing about Christmas. So this year now, I'm feeling a bit more up for it. And what I need to do is I'll be sticking 2 pages together, but I haven't done it yet because I might move some of these base pages around depending on how the papers go with my photos for the day. So again, this is just a big journaling card that I've used on there. Just a piece of plain white card, and I've used some of the stickers. This one I've got like a little pocket in there. I just cut the piece of paper longer than I needed, and I just scored it over so it had a little bit of a pocket there that I could tuck things in. Some of them I've worked directly on the back. Some of them I've done a new page completely. So as you can see, that's the leftover paper. That's my favourite piece of paper ever, I think. I love that. Then again, I've just used like little pieces of it there to make like a frame. And again, if this one stays next to there, I'll be sticking them together. This one is just a little flap on it. I just had a piece of card, scored it, and I've used my tab punch then just to make a little handle. I haven't done any numbers on my pages yet because, as I say, I don't know which page I'm using for which day. So as you can see, some of them are really simple, just an offcut that I've just sort of done used my banner punch on. So I've added some stickers, but I've got lots more. And I'm not sort of using, I was thinking, between you and I was thinking of treating myself to the lovely Hey Little Magpie kit. But let me tell you, I've got quite a lot of Christmas collections that I could do with using up. So this one here, I love nutcrackers. I haven't got any nutcrackers in my Christmas ornaments, but I really do like them. This Celebrate came from Bramble Fox, I think a few years ago now. And as you can see, if they stay next to each other, I'll need to stick them together. This one then, just a Christmas tree. This is a really old one from, I think this was a Hip Kit Club from a few years ago. Just another simple page. I've used one of the flare badges. Again, I've done a few of these little pocket ones because sometimes you have something like it could be an invitation or it could be a program for something that you could slot in there then. I have put some titles on. Now this one, I've left these as well because I don't know whether I might use the back of these ones rather than sort of sticking them together. So at least I've got the option there. I've had this little girl in my kit for ages and I've never really known what to do with her. She looks nothing like me, by the way. I love snow globes. So these are just using offcuts. I've just torn a piece there. Some of these papers then are also by Pink Fresh, and the colours went nicely with the Hip Kit one. Again, this is another Lift the Flap one, very different colours on this page. Then on my silhouette, I downloaded this cut file a few years ago. So it just says Holly Jolly Wish Season, so I thought I could use that as like a divider. We always have a Christmas jumper day in school, so I cut this on my silhouette and I'll document about Christmas jumper day on there. I love this paper. But it was a bit too busy just to be a background on its own, so that's why I sort of had to break it up a bit. And again, so I'm just sort of using whatever I can, making it really easy for myself. Again, I've stuck that one right down. That was from the Hip Kit Club as well. That's a lovely one. I love this angel. So as you can see, all the colours match really well, but they're not all the same. They're not papers from the same collection. And sometimes that's the good thing about some Christmas papers. If they're non-traditional colours, they often match in with each other. These are actually Cocoa Vanilla Joyful. I think that's Pink Fresh. I think this one's Pink Fresh as well, but that's from the Hip Kit Club. So as you can see, lots of the colours are very muted to fit together. Then I used one of the Project Life cards and I've made like a little pull-out photo album there that I could put if I have multiple photos. As if I remember to take any, because usually I get to the end of Christmas and think, oh God, I didn't use my camera once. Usually I take lots of photos of the dog. I made a big envelope there using my Making Memories envelope board, and I just decorated the back. So that's how far I've come this time. I have got some page protectors in there in case I need to use them, but I quite like this one because they're easy to move all the pages around. So that's how I'm going so far. I have thought that if I want to add dates on, I could create little tags like this, and I've just used some paper spare tags. These were Bramble Fox numbers from a few years ago, and I've got loads, and just one of those little wooden buttons there that I've had for years in my stash. And look, these are just like embellishments that I've actually got together. These are not the ones from my kits. So as you can see, I have got quite a bit of stuff to use up, haven't I? So I thought it was a bit ridiculous. I was really sensible. I thought it was ridiculous to buy new stuff. But this is how I store my collections. So I have used, these are called Collection Keepers, and they are from Totally Tiffany. I bought these on Crafters Companion. And you get 3 in a pack. And you've got little pockets on the front, so I put some embellishment pieces there. Then I put Project Life cards in this one. And I've had bigger packs of embellishments there, and your alphabets can also fit there. And your 12 by 12 papers there. And this one was a little bit on the chunky side. I can sort of sympathise with this. So, because these are a bit flimsy, these little tags here. So I put some little Velcro dots instead to keep it safe. And you can put all your offcuts and everything else in there then. And then you can also name them. Now, I only knew about these because I went on a crop in the country retreat. And they use these. And I thought, what a marvellous idea. So I've had to buy about 5 billion, I think. So if there's none left, apologies. But that's how I store my collections. I've got quite a few to choose from. This one is the hip kit one. Then I've got Vicky Boutin's Warm Wishes from last year. I couldn't get my pad to stay in there, but they're not quite the colours I want to use in my December daily, but I'll use those on like my 12 by 12 pages. Then it's Merry and Bright. I've got Merry and Bright and Joyful Cocoa Vanilla. How pretty are these colours? I do love the non-traditional colours. And Joyful. So this is the one I've used in my album so far. But as I've said every year in my December daily album, I'm not bothered about it all matching. And then these are just random, very random assortments of papers. Some of them are not with the colour scheme that I'm sort of going for this year, but they'll be nice for money wallets and things like that, and my 12 by 12 albums. And then the rest of my stuff, soon this will be touching the camera at the top, is in one of these. Let me move all this out of the way, because as you can see is a little bit full. These just fit in the back, as they just all hit me in the face like this. Then I've got stickers and alphabets I want to use. Then smaller pieces here and smaller bits there as well. So there we go. So I look organised, don't I? We'll soon see. But at least with my foundation pages created, it shouldn't take too long. Surely I can find some time just to print off a photo and slap it on a page, can I, and do a bit of journaling. There are more things happening this year. It's a bit more back to normal in schools. We're having nativity plays, Breakfast with Santa, Bingo and Baubles, which is our fundraising event. I'm also off to London on the 26th of November because, very exciting news, I have won a Teacher of the Year award. I've won the Silver Award with the Pearson's National Teachers Awards. So I'm off to London and we find out if everyone who was in the silver winners go forward to see if they win the gold. So fingers crossed, who knows. So we're off to London. So I'm hoping to take some photos of the lights and things like that. So there we go. So hopefully soon I can come back at the end of December with a flip through of a completed album. Wouldn't that be good? Now I've just noticed that my camera is probably tilting all the way around because there's something wrong with my my holder. So thank you everyone. All the best with your December dailies and I'll see you soon. Hwyl fawr.